You have tried willpower. You've set the resolutions, downloaded the apps, maybe even roped in a friend to be your accountability buddy. And I'm guessing you know the feeling that comes next. That frustrating, draining cycle of starting strong, riding that wave of motivation, only to fall right back into the old patterns a week or a month later. Doom scrolling until 2 a.m., reaching for junk food when stress hits, procrastinating on the one big task that could change everything. You start to question your discipline, your commitment, your own strength. But what if the problem isn't actually you? What if the whole strategy of using willpower to fight a bad habit is just wrong? What if the key wasn't about trying harder, but about thinking smarter? What if the secret was an algorithm? Today, I want to show you the robot secret to finally breaking free from the habits that hold you back. It's a method that relies on data, not drama, and offers constant support without a single ounce of judgment. Section 1. The Willpower Myth. Why you're set up to fail. To see why this new way of thinking is so powerful, we have to look at why the old wage, just using sheer brute force willpower's so terrible at getting the job done. It feels like it should work, right? We think of our habits as simple choices and believe that if we just had enough mental strength, we could choose to stop. But that's a deep misunderstanding of what a habit actually is. See, in your brain, a habit isn't a conscious choice. It is an algorithm running on autopilot. It's a script your brain created to save energy. And every single habit, good or bad, follows a simple 3-step loop: the cue, the routine, and the reward. The cue is the trigger. It's the green light that tells your brain to launch its automated script. It could be a time of day, like that 3 p.m. energy slump. It could be an emotion, like stress or boredom. It could be a place, like your kitchen, or even just being around certain people. The routine is the habit itself, the thing you do without thinking, the mindless scrolling, the trip to the fridge, the lighting of a cigarette. And the reward is the payoff, the sweet distraction from uncomfortable feelings that social media provides, or the chemical relief from a nicotine craving. That reward is what teaches your brain, hey, this whole loop, it works. Let's remember it for next time. When you try to use willpower, you are consciously trying to fight an unconscious, automated process that your brain has spent months, maybe even years, perfecting. It is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. You can do it for a little while if you focus all your energy on it. But the second you get distracted, the ball shoots right back up to the surface. Willpower is a battery that drains. It gets used up by stress, by being tired, by making other decisions all day. Your habit loop, though, it never gets tired. It's always there, just waiting for its cue. And that is where the frustration really hits. You're not weak. You're fighting a deeply embedded brain function with a tool that was never designed for that kind of long-term battle. The failure isn't a moral one, it's a strategic one. But the cycle of trying and failing doesn't just leave the bad habit in place. It chips away at your self-esteem, leaving you feeling guilty, ashamed, and powerless. You start to believe the problem is you, when the real problem was your strategy all along. Section 2. The Solution. Introducing the algorithmic approach. Imagine having a personal coach in your pocket, 24/7, one that never sleeps, never gets annoyed with you, and never, ever judges you. A coach whose only job is to learn the unique operating system of your brain. It's a system built on data and personalized therapy, designed to work with your brain's wiring, not against it. artificial intelligence is quietly starting a revolution in addiction recovery and habit change by offering personalized support directly to the people who need it the most. The idea is simple. Instead of burning through a finite resource like willpower, you use a system that gives you constant, intelligent support that's made just for you. AI-powered tools can analyze your behavior, pinpoint your unique triggers, and step in at the exact moment you need help, filling the huge gaps where our own willpower tends to fail. AI chatbots, for instance, can provide instant support to someone struggling with a craving. Think about it. A craving doesn't wait for your weekly therapy appointment. It ambushes you at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday when you're alone and feeling vulnerable. In that moment, having a non-judgmental AI that can talk you through a breathing exercise or a cognitive behavioral therapy technique can be the difference between giving in and staying strong. It creates a safe, stigma-free space for people who might not feel comfortable reaching out for human help in that moment. This is the fundamental shift, moving from a strategy of resistance to a strategy of assistance. You stop fighting your own brain and start understanding it with the help of a powerful analytical partner. Section 3. How the AI algorithm deconstructs your habits. So, how does this actually work? How can an algorithm do what we've struggled to do on our own? It works by systematically taking apart and rebuilding that habit loop we talked about earlier. First, it becomes a detective for your cues. Often, the hardest part of breaking a habit is just figuring out what kicks it off in the first place. Most of the time, we are not even aware of our triggers. An AI, however, is a master of finding patterns. By connecting with your phone or smartwatch, these systems can analyze tons of data to spot correlations you'd never see on your own. AI can look at your mood, your sleep, even your social media activity to find the warning signs of a slip-up. For example, an AI might notice that you're most likely to overeat right after getting a stressful email from your boss. Or it might learn that you only start shopping online when you haven't talked to a friend for more than a few hours. Some systems can even use your location to identify higher-risk places, like a bar you used to frequent, and help prepare you before you even get there. It's like having a private investigator uncovering the hidden blueprint of your habit, creating a truly personalized prevention plan. Second, it interrupts your routine. Once the AI understands your triggers, it can step in at the most critical moment, that tiny space between the cue and the routine. This is where willpower usually crumbles. But an AI doesn't get tired or distracted. When it spots a trigger, it can send an immediate, real-time intervention. And that intervention is tailored to you. It might be a notification that suggests a 1-minute mindfulness exercise to calm a stress craving. It could suggest a healthier alternative, like pulling up a specific playlist instead of reaching for a snack. Some apps use CBT principles to actively help you reframe the negative thoughts that are pushing you toward the bad habit. The goal isn't just to stop you, it's to give you a better path and help you take it. Third, it helps you build a new reward. Breaking a bad habit isn't just about stopping something negative, it's about replacing it with something positive. Your brain still needs that feeling of reward at the end of the loop. An AI can help you design and stick with new, healthier routines that create a real sense of satisfaction. Using things like gamified progress, tracking AI can turn your growth into an engaging challenge with visual rewards for your success. It can prompt you to log your wins, no matter how small, which helps build the new neural pathway you're creating. Over time, the positive feelings that come with the new routine, feeling healthier, more productive, more in control, become the new reward. The AI shows you the data, proving that your life is getting better. This creates a powerful, positive feedback loop that makes the new habit just as automatic as the old one used to be. If you're finding this idea of an algorithmic approach to habits as fascinating as I do, and if you're ready to get off the frustrating roller coaster of willpower, then make sure you subscribe and click the bell. Every week, we break down the science of self-improvement to give you real strategies that actually work, helping you use technology not as a distraction, but as a tool for a better life. Section 4. AI in Action. The tools you can use today. This algorithmic approach isn't just a theory. It's already in real-world apps that are helping thousands of people as we speak. One of the most common forms is the AI therapy chatbot. Apps like Wobot, Wiza, and Youper use a simple messaging interface to deliver techniques from cognitive behavioral therapy. These AI companions are trained on proven therapeutic methods and can guide you through supportive, natural-sounding conversations. They're so effective because they offer what's often hardest to find: immediate, 24/7 and completely non-judgmental support. And the results are genuinely stunning. Landmark studies have shown that using these chatbots can lead to significant reductions in symptoms of depression and anxiety, with some results being comparable to traditional outpatient therapy. What's more, people report building a real sense of trust with the chatbot, likely because they feel they can be completely honest without being judged. Then you have the integration with wearable technology. That smartwatch on your wrist is a powerful data-gathering tool. It tracks your heart rate, your sleep, your activity, all of which are clues to your emotional state. When this data is fed to an AI, it can learn your personal stress signatures. It can alert you to a potential trigger before you even consciously feel it, suggesting a coping strategy to manage the emotion before it spirals into an unhealthy habit. Ultimately, these tools work because they create hyper-personalized plans. AI moves us away from the one-size-fits-all advice you get in most self-help books. By analyzing your unique behaviors and patterns, AI helps build a plan tailored specifically to you, dramatically increasing your chances of success. Section 5. Beyond personal use. A revolution in professional treatment. But this isn't just about apps on your phone. This technology is starting to transform how professionals treat addiction and mental health from the ground up. Clinicians and treatment centers are starting to use AI to get better results for their patients. One of the most powerful uses is in predicting and preventing relapse. Relapse rates for substance use disorders are tragically high, but AI offers a new line of defense. By analyzing a patient's data, how they're engaging with treatment, their self-reported moods, AI models can predict which patients are at the highest risk of relapse with incredible accuracy. This allows doctors to step in and offer extra support before a crisis happens. A study highlighted in Nature Medicine found that an AI screening tool not only identified patients at risk for opioid use disorder, but also led to a massive 47% reduction in hospital readmissions. AI is also helping professionals optimize treatment on a huge scale. By analyzing data from thousands of patients, AI can spot patterns, revealing which therapies work best for which types of people. This data-driven feedback helps make therapy itself more effective. It also handles a lot of the administrative work, freeing up clinicians to spend more time doing what they do best, actually helping people. It's about building a smarter, more responsive, and more compassionate system of care. Section 6. The human element. A tool, not a replacement. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. When we talk about a robot's secret, it can sound cold, a little dystopian, like we're just outsourcing our personal growth to a machine. But that's a total misunderstanding of what this technology is supposed to do. AI is a powerful tool, but it's meant to be a complement to human connection, not a replacement for it. The warmth of a real conversation with a friend, the feeling of understanding you get in a support group, and the expert guidance of a human therapist are all irreplaceable parts of healing. The goal of AI is not to get rid of the human element, but to fill in the critical gaps. It's the support you get at 3 a.m. It's the objective data that helps your therapist build a better plan with you. It's the early warning system that stops a small slip from becoming a big fall. Of course, there are important conversations to be had about ethics, data privacy, and bias. It's vital to use platforms that protect your confidentiality. But as the technology gets better, so will the safeguards. The best approach to changing your life will likely always be a hybrid one, blending the incredible power of AI with the irreplaceable value of human support. Think of the AI as your smart, tireless sidekick. You are still the hero of your own story. For years, we've been told that breaking bad habits is a war of willpower, a test of our character. We've been stuck in that painful cycle of trying and failing, blaming ourselves when we couldn't just be more disciplined. But what we've seen today is that there's a different path. The robot's secret isn't about becoming less human. It's about using an intelligent tool to understand your own humanity on a deeper level. It's about finally seeing that your habits are just algorithms in your brain, and that you can use a friendly algorithm to help you rewrite them. This is an approach built on data, not self-judgment. It's about consistent support, not just moments of motivation. The future of personal change isn't about trying harder with the same broken tools. It's about training smarter. By embracing technology like AI, you aren't admitting defeat. You are finally giving yourself a personalized, non-judgmental, ever-present assistant that is completely dedicated to your success. You have the power to take back control, to understand your own mind in a way that was never possible before, and to finally build the life you want, one algorithm at a time.